Lynagh, hungry for more game time in Wallabies' playmaker role. Imagine being thrust into the spotlight with barely any warning. That's exactly what happened to Tom Lynagh, the 22-year-old Wallabies playmaker who's been making waves in the British-Irish Lions series. But here's the astonishing part. Despite being a last-minute addition to the team, Lynagh has been instrumental in orchestrating some of the most impressive gameplay the Wallabies have seen under Joe Schmidt's leadership. And this is the part most people miss. Lynagh's journey to becoming a starting playmaker was far from straightforward. Initially, he was brought in as a finisher, coming off the bench to make an impact in the game. However, following a neck injury to the incumbent playmaker Noah Lolesio, Lynagh found himself catapulted into the starting role. As he navigates this new challenge, Lynagh is hungry for more game time and determined to prove himself as a key player in the Wallabies lineup. But what does this mean for the team's dynamics, and how will Lynagh's performance impact the outcome of the series? Get your tickets to see the Wallabies take on the British-Irish Lions in Sydney on Saturday and witness the action unfold. As Lynagh himself noted, "I didn't quite expect it, to be honest, but it's been great." He praised his teammates for their support, saying, "The boys around me and the team have been great." It felt like a seamless transition. With his newfound role, Lynagh is relishing the opportunity to dictate the game and make a lasting impact. "You get a lot more time on the field, so you can dictate the game a lot more," he explained. "When you come off the bench, you've got to understand what role you've got to play and how the game is at that point." One of the most significant challenges Lynagh has faced is adapting to a new halves combination, with Schmidt opting for Jake Gordon over his usual partner, Kate McDermott. However, Lynagh has risen to the occasion, saying, "I've enjoyed playing with Jake. It's a change to the style of Tate, but I enjoy playing with both of them." As the series draws to a close, Lynagh is aware that his performance will be under scrutiny. He's determined to nail down the starting position, but he's also mindful that the jersey is only his for the taking if he delivers a solid performance. "The jersey's only yours for the week if you're selected," he said. "You've just got to go out there and do your job and do your role and put a performance in." But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that Lynagh's inexperience could be a liability, while others see his fresh perspective as a major asset. And this is the part that you spark debate. Can Lynagh lead the Wallabies to victory, or will his lack of experience hinder the team's progress? As we head into the final game of the series, one thing is certain. Lynagh is ready to give it his all and make a lasting impression. "It would mean a lot for all of us and everyone that supported us throughout the series so far," he said. "We put in a good performance last week, and hopefully we can try and do the same and get the result in the end." So, what do you think? Can Tom Lynagh lead the Wallabies to victory, or will the pressure prove too much? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tom Lynagh's brutal hit. Wallabies gear up for vengeful response in Lions series. In a stunning turn of events, Tom Lynagh found himself on the receiving end of a vicious tackle from the Lions in Brisbane, igniting the call for immediate retaliation from seasoned Wallabies legend James Slipper. Slipper emphasized the necessity for the Australian team to confront their opponents with intensity during the second test set to unfold in Melbourne, especially after former Test star Matt Burke openly questioned the lack of aggressive responses from the Wallabies to a seemingly reckless hit on the promising young 5'8" Lynagh. At the iconic Melbourne cricket ground, the Wallabies need to adopt a more aggressive mindset, and this sentiment is echoed by key back row player Rob Valetini, who has confirmed his readiness to join the fray in this crucial match. The absence of Valetini was felt keenly during the contest at Suncorp Stadium, where the Lions displayed physical dominance over the Wallabies, winning the battle in the trenches. Valetini shared that his recovery from a calf injury has gone smoothly and revealed that coach Joe Schmidt opted to hold him back for the first test to ensure he was fully fit for the upcoming bout. "I believed I would definitely be playing in the first test. However, taking a week off to complete some extra training and push my recovery felt wise. Now, I feel great and ready to go, Valentini stated. His and Will Skelton's return is expected to substantially bolster the Wallabies' physical presence during confrontations on the field, and Slipper believes that adopting a more tactical approach in the breakdown can further enhance their game. At 36, Slipper remains the only member from the 2013 series who participated in the comeback after losing the first test to win in Melbourne. The veteran player asserted that maintaining composure and relying on thorough preparation is paramount when tackling the challenges ahead. One pivotal area for the Wallabies to focus on is their ability to push the limits with the referees. Throughout the Lions tour, Australian coaches have expressed their frustrations regarding the persistent infractions committed by the opposition that often go unpunished, especially when halfbacks are impeded due to accidental offsides at the rucks. Slipper noted the need for the team to meet their adversaries on equal terms regarding these tactics. As he reflected on the game, Slipper highlighted the need to match the intensity of the Lions during the breaks of play, and emphasized that the Wallabies fell short in securing crucial collisions. This lack of success had a cascading effect, resulting in a disadvantage during the breakdown stages. We missed the collision game significantly. That impacted our overall performance immensely, he explained. One particularly contentious moment arose when Curry executed a dangerous mid-air tackle on Lynagh, eliciting boos from the crowd, yet escaped without a yellow card. Burke condemned this incident on the Between Two Posts podcast, voicing his opinion that a sin bin was warranted and criticizing the Wallabies players for failing to rush to Lynagh's defense. Curry smiled afterward as he got a shot on our debutant number 10. And it raised alarms for me that our guys didn't respond. While you can't engage in fights, some authority needed to be asserted. Our players didn't do that in this situation. It calls for a different kind of reaction, Burke stated. After the match, players rushed to ensure Lynagh was okay and supported him as he regained his footing. It's worthy to note that Curry's lack of immediate penalty may have stemmed from the chaotic nature on the ground during the incident. Burke's comments surfaced following the Wallabies press conference, and Slipper addressed critiques made by former England coach Clive Woodward, who accused the Wallabies of harboring a losing mentality after Harry Wilson kicked out the ball at the end of the match instead of attempting a long shot at the end zone, which could have potentially narrowed the score to 27-26. I didn't catch that comment from Woodward, Slipper remarked. Looking back, we were 8 points behind when the game ended. I wouldn't categorize that as a losing mentality. I felt like we were just wrapping up the game and preparing for the second round. According to Slipper, the key to a successful performance in their must-win second test is to set aside the pressure of a do-or-die mindset and concentrate on their game plan. In light of Schmidt's remarks referring to other upcoming matches, including the Rugby Championship in South Africa, Slipper was questioned about whether the Lions series was viewed as the year's most significant event. He responded, "I don't believe Joe intended that impression. For us players, this series is comparable in importance to a World Cup final. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance for many players. For those eager to catch every moment of the British-Irish Lions tour, all 9 matches are available live and on demand through Stan Sport, featuring the Wallabies tests in stunning 4K resolution. Fans can also enjoy all test matches live and free on Channel 9 and 9 Now." Tom Lynagh's journey, rising confidence and key performances for the Wallabies. In a surprising revelation, rookie fly half Tom Lynagh of the Wallabies has openly acknowledged the significant role his teammates and head coach Joe Schmidt have played in instilling a sense of confidence in him to excel on the grand stage. He candidly admitted that he was taken aback by his selection as the starting number 10 for the highly anticipated British and Irish Lions Test Series. As the son of the legendary Wallabies player Michael Lynagh, Tom faced a challenging initiation into international rugby, particularly during the first test where he felt the intense pressure from the visiting team. However, he managed to bounce back with a remarkable performance in the second test. Building trust in Tom Lynagh. During a press conference on Tuesday, following a commendable display by the Wallabies in their recent match, Lynagh expressed his gratitude, stating, "It's been good. Being chosen as the number 10 speaks volumes about the trust and belief he has in you." That's the key takeaway for me. Since I joined the camp, he has always had that confidence in me. He further added, "It's been really positive, and he has maintained an encouraging atmosphere throughout." Just over a year ago, there were widespread doubts regarding the Wallabies' ability to compete effectively in the Lions Tour, especially considering that the current squad seemed to lack the skill levels of previous teams. However, Schmidt's squad made a concerted effort to challenge these perceptions during an exhilarating match in Melbourne. Despite ultimately losing after leading significantly in the first half, their determination and commitment to the game were unmistakable. Lynagh remarked, "You've likely noticed considerable growth since Joe took over, and we are eager to realize our full potential. Last weekend, we performed well, but there were still chances we could have capitalized on. It's all about progressing week by week, improving and ensuring we seize those opportunities more frequently." A promising future for the young fly half. The 22-year-old's performance in the second test was a marked improvement over his first outing. Yet he remains focused on further enhancement. Reflecting on his contributions in the initial two tests, Lynagh stated, "I believe I've done reasonably well. However, I'm quite disappointed with my goal kicking thus far. I feel like I've let myself and the team down a bit. Overall, though, I'm just trying to fulfill my role within the system without overstepping my boundaries." Looking ahead, Lynagh is anticipated to keep his position in the lineup for the final test against the Lions in Sydney this Saturday. Engage with us. What are your thoughts on Tom Lynagh's journey so far? Do you believe he has the potential to become a key player for the Wallabies? Share your opinions in the comments below.